kidding? Stop that.
Here it is. Another piece of Brunswick. Armor.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Go! Quick! God! God! Keep it up. God! Whoa! God! Whoa! Isn't it the queerest of Sir Brunswick? Huh, that's fortunate. Ka! Go! Go! Quick!
Whoa!
And wickedness.
Whoa!
You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's what I want you to think.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't. With all the ponds around, he's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Don't fear God, fear men.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchuk Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Christ, what's the holds up?
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Sheleoff keeps complaining about the Tuckovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see.
Take care. Have a good evening.
Careful. All right, here it is.
Greetings to you, friend.
I...
Women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth.
You having trouble with the Takovites?
I'd say it's time to get payback for all those shenanigans up there. You look like you might be good at that sort of thing. And since you're already here, why don't you help me out? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
I might be able to help. But first, I want to know what this is about.
All right, listen up. Up on that hill over there, it's Takov. All I want you to do is to go over there and give them a taste of their own medicine. We'll make some mischief and have a few laughs while we're at it. Well then, will you help me?
I don't know. I reckon I've grown out of this sort of thing.
Suit yourself. But remember, if you ever need some groschen, you know where to find me.
F-U-C-K. The hell with your meter and stanzas? It's about getting to the point. You foul.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but I got no idea where they went.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
We hold a fight club here sometimes. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
Aye, we've got some room left. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
No problem, but you'll pay in advance.
A jug of wine, thanks.
The night watchman rung already. Well, don't be out.
Brunswick's helm. What's it doing here?
Kajjas more.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I've heard incredible things about you. They say you let a fully loaded hay wagon roll over you.
Hi! It was quite the show.
Is that how you usually spend your free time?
Oh, often enough. People like it. But don't think it's some trick. It's the real thing. And it's not easy. It's not just about muscles, but about your overall approach to food and life in general. Being a strongman isn't a trade. It's a way of life.
I believe you. Getting run over by a wagon isn't for everyone.
That's right. Not everyone can do it. But I was nursed by a wild she-bear, so it's no problem for me. Nothing's impossible. Remember that. Nothing's impossible.
How's life? All good?
Couldn't be better, lad.
You were raised by a wild bear, you said?
You think I'm lying? Or you're just amazed?
Well, it's just you're the first person I ever met who had that kind of upbringing.
The first? The only one, more like, fella. It was a cruel winter when they found me in that bear's den as a baby.
So you're an orphan?
If we rule out a human baby being born to a bear, then I reckon that's a good bet.
Right. That was stupid.
What?
No, I meant I was being stupid. About the bear thing, of course.
Well, there you go. Nothing's impossible for a man like me. Like I say, nothing's impossible.
What did you do before you took to the road?
How did I become a nomad? It's in my blood. This is my life.
So you've known the Voivod for some time?
Uh-huh. The Voivode is a good fella. I met him this winter and helped him with his horse.
I didn't realize you know about horses.
What? The only thing I know about horses is that they go around on 4 legs. The Voivode's horse died from the cold, so I dragged it to the camp on a handcart, and we turned it into some first-class goulash. At least that old nag was good for something.
I'd be interested to know what you live on.
I had lentils for lunch and bread pudding for dinner. What's it to you?
What do you do, I mean?
Right now, I'm talking to you. Then I'll go and have a bite to eat because I'm starving and need to keep my strength up. It's not so easy. The strongman trade can't be taken lightly.
Don't they say a hungry artist makes for a good artist?
A hungry artist is a bad artist because no one ever earned a crust by going hungry.
What can you do, Tomcat?
Me? Everything. Nothing's impossible.
Come on. Don't tell me you can really do everything.
If I put my mind to it, try me.
What about swimming?
I've been training to swim in cold water for years. No one can beat me when it comes to swimming under ice.
I'd like to believe that. And seeing it's summer now, I have no other choice. What about climbing?
I can climb any cliff without a rope, just using my bare hands, and then do a backflip off it into a pond.
Jesus, you're a madman.
Not at all. I'd be a madman if I trusted my life to something as crazy as a horse.
Wait, so you're afraid of horses?
Hey, nothing's impossible. But I hate horses with all my guts. I never take risks, and that's why I'll never get on a horse. Not even for a golden goose.
You don't take risks? And what about your strongman antics?
No risk involved. That's years of hard work and training, fella. If I didn't believe in myself and what I do, I'd be long dead.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. You're going to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
I get it. Let's do it.
Nice. Now do it again. Well done. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right.
Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Come on, keep going! No! Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Beautiful! Once more. Don't pause. Beautiful. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhau. Also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How could I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Good. Come and join me in the arena.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. No, you don't. Fuck yourself. Useless!
So, do you think I have what it takes?
All right. You deserve to be taught the Master Strike. Here's a training sword so he won't get hurt.
Let's get to it.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called Master Strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. Now that's what I call an opener! Now you try. Master strikes are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them. You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block. But this time, you attack instead of blocking. Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle. I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. That's more like it. All right, let's try it once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left, put yours to the right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike. Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. That's the way. You're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normally, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
You're getting the hang of it. Again. Beautiful. Try it again. Excellent. That's enough. Here's a few more tips. If your opponent knows how to perform a Master Strike, don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side. Now for the most important part. You can use a Master Strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a Master Strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
Why should I use the Master Strike?
If all you do is defend, you're bound to fail sooner or later. That's why it's better to counterattack. Strike the opponent's weapon from the opposite side. You'll block their weapon while hitting them at the same time. That's what the Master Strike is all about. Usually, you'll be aiming at your opponent's weak point. If you don't win the fight then and there, you'll surely at least injure and stun your opponent. If that's the case, don't stop. Keep attacking before your opponent has a chance to recover.
Why should I use a perfect block when I can do a Master Strike?
That depends. Sometimes it's good to exchange a few blocks and counterattacks, then unexpectedly finish with a Master Strike. Your opponent can't use a Master Strike if you don't attack from the opposite side. Try changing the position of your blade. Attack unpredictably. If your opponent uses a perfect block and his riposte is headed towards your blade, attack instead of defending, and you might win the fight.
What's better, the Master Strike or combos?
Combos are purely offensive techniques. They're strings of attacks to put your opponent in a position you want. Then you can finish them off with a stronger technique. But even your combo can be interrupted by an opponent's Master Strike. When your combo doesn't work out, your opponent interrupts it with a block and attacks. It doesn't mean the fight's over. Just use a perfect block. Or you can even use a Master Strike.
That's enough for me.
I think I understand.
Good. That's all I can teach you. Now, it's up to you to learn how to use the Master Strike in combat.
I'll do my best. Thanks, Tomcat.
Excuse me.
What was it I wrote? Oh, it is you, Charges.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Eterno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
What? What's a chavo? What am I supposed to do?
Go and see the Voivod, he will tell you more.
How are you doing?
Laches Gajo Mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say, Sotaves mrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
Ay, Gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro jivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realize I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen androji vipen. If you have faith, then it will work. But bacht, sa stipen.